Hello, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Adishola. If you are seeing me for the very first time, you're welcome. Please subscribe to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, you are most welcome. Thank you very much for sticking around with me. On today's video, I'm going to show you how I achieve a very good skin. Even though this is not the most perfect skin you can come across, and it's not the most flawless skin you can come across, but this is definitely a very good skin to me because I've been through a lot on my face. My acne journey was a very terrible one, I must tell you. Growing up, I was not the acne person. Even when I was in undergraduate, like when I was between the ages of 18, 19, and 20, I used to have a very good skin, and I was really good, maybe just one or two pimple. And the issue I had with skin during this period was probably eczema, and I don't know, I was able to manage that. So fast forward to a few years later, I started having pimples because I used one product one of these celebrity influencers posted on her story, and I wanted to try it out, but it broke me out. But it wasn't that bad, and I was able to manage with it and cope with it. So what is going to happen now is that I'm going to take you right behind the scene and show you how my skin was initially before I started having the real acne and everything. So I'm going to show it on my screen now, and you guys can see.
Okay guys, this was how my face looked like initially before the whole drama started. It was really good. It was pretty much smoother. Like there were no bumps, just few pimples, few spots, and I was really good with that. Like I was really good. Even though in this video there was a little bit of filter, but then you could tell that this was still averagely okay, and I could go anywhere with this. So going right into the video where it all started, on the 28th of August, this was how my face was before the facial. On the 29th, I had a facial and my skin looked like this after the facial. This is 29, 29. So on the 31st, my face was clear, really clear, and this was how it looked like, no bumps. 10 days later, I started developing all of this on my face down to my neck, but I had to keep on going with the moisturizer and sunscreen, but it was getting worse by the day. Like it was really bad. After that, this was till September 21, September 22. So all through September, I was battling with the acne. Like I was battling with its pores, pimple, blackheads, dark spot. It got worse. Throughout the month in September, I could tell you that I was battling with acne, and I lost my self-esteem. People would ask me, what's happening? Are you on your period? Blah blah blah. And I couldn't even find any genuine answer to it because I couldn't say I went for a facial and my face got worse. One of my friends would say, you used your money to buy. She said in Yoruba, like low for raku, you get. And like I basically used my money to buy what was the right kind of. So throughout September, my face was like this. I even reached out to people that I did the facial, and they called me back and gave me another facial. I did another facial for me, but there was no difference. And then the lady advised me to buy Retin A and some other product, which I did, but I noticed that it was really drying out my skin. Like it was really drying it out, and it got worse. This was before I started using the Retin A, and my face was like this. The pimple was really much, and I don't know how. It was really crazy for me at that point. To wear makeup set was a very big challenge for me. Like, why would I wear makeup? Makeup cannot even cover this. The most expensive foundation or the best foundation would definitely not cover pimple. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it wouldn't do that. So I started using the retin here, and okay, I already started here, and this was how my skin looked like. It began to become worse, dried out, got burnt, and it was crazy, fam. It was crazy. There was nothing I could do to it. My skin was really burned, and I began to have um dark spot, burnt spot. Imagine me going to school like this. I was doing my masters then in University of Lagos, and I looked like shit. I basically looked like shit. It was that bad, and I don't know how to qualify how I felt back then, because people would ask me, and I can't just find something to say, but I just had to keep going with it. I was using the rating A, using all other products, and they were not even working. They were not working. I bought a whole lot of stuff, and nothing was working for me. Talk of salicylic acid, product that contains salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, and all those acne product stuff that could work for it, protect it, do this, do that. They were not even working. So this was October, September, October. I was battling with the acne, even down to November 2nd. So
Okay, guys, so that was basically the journey of my acne. And from what you saw, I hope you understand that, like I just woke up and started having acne. It was most definitely because I reacted to a facial that happened. My very first advice for you, if you have an acne prone skin, is to visit a dermatologist or a skin therapist first before you start trying out all of these products, because they can actually break you out the more. I went to YouTube, I searched for a whole lot of acne treatment and on, and I was like, okay, this person is posting this particular thing, this person is posting, and they all claim that it worked for them. Fine, it could work for them, but what if I try this person's own and it's not working? I try this person's own and it's not working. How many acne products would I have to try for me to get the one that works for me? So my first advice is that you go to a dermatologist or a skin therapist within your area and have a consultation with them. Oh, this is what I'm having with my skin. They will tell you if you have a normal skin and oily skin, normal to dry skin, acne prone, and or even if it's a combination skin. As I am learning, I definitely do not have a dry skin, but my skin is not really a normal skin. Like I just got out from the shower and this is exactly how I look like. Like I don't have any moisturizer on, no cream, nothing, and this is exactly what my face looks like. So that is my very first advice to you. So I'm going to take you behind the scene to how my recovering stage and everything that happened. Mind you, in this process, during this month, I was not using anything on my skin whatsoever. But now I have a skincare routine, like morning routine and even a night routine. Even though I do not follow this routine all the time, but then I can see a lot difference in my skin because it looks this camera is actually not doing enough justice. But it looks good, to be honest. It looks good. So I'm going to take you behind the scene to see how my skin will recover. Mind you, during this period, I was not using any skin stuff, no moisturizer, no sunscreen, no toner, no exfoliator, nothing. Even though I had so much product at home that I could use, but I just wanted to see how fast my skin could recover from the facial. But it was really a good journey, and I can tell you this only took me maybe 2 weeks, and my skin got clearer and clearer and clearer.
in November, I think November 7 or 8 or 9, I went for another facial with another different person. And then this was after the first facial I had. This was like, okay, maybe 2 days after, because I probably had the facial on the 7th, 8th, or 9th of November. So let's assume this was 2 days after the facial, but my skin was pretty much clearer. As you can see, it was clearer, and they were different as they goes by. Like the bumps were going, the everything there was. I could feel it. My face was actually peeling off. My skin was peeling off. Like I think it was peeling the first layer of the skin out, and it was becoming dry. But at this point, I was not using anything on my face. Nothing, no moisturizer, no soap, no nothing. I was using a black soap then to take my bath. to wash my face as well. I just washed my face. It was a random black soap, not like anybody recommended it. I bought this black soap because I saw it with my sister, and then I loved the smell, so I just bought it based on the smell, not like it was some special kind of black black soap. So that was what I was using to wash my face for like 2 weeks. Okay, this was after a week. My face was getting better and better and better. So November was like my recovering month. Like from this picture now, my skin had already smoothened. I was like, this was just after like two weeks, from 11th to 18th. This was like a week, and the difference was very clear. You could tell that it was something this lady had a work done on her face, a work done on her face, and the difference was getting clearer, and I was beginning to love my skin. At this point, I remember I went for a party during this period, and I had makeup on, and it was so good, like at least compared to how we used to be. And I had a lot of moisturizer going on under the skin, so it brightened it out a little bit. That was just once during this whole November period. So November was basically the recovering month, and my skin got actually better. I was not using any soap, any moisturizer, anything whatsoever. Nothing at all. So the skin got clearer and clearer and clearer and clearer all through November. So in December, I had exams to write. So there was no time to really do videos or pictures. Maybe I lost them. So fast forward to January, this was how my skin looked. And my skin was a lot lighter. And it was lighter because I was using this particular cream. I remember I got it from the woman. It said it would fade out the dark spots, but it got me really light, so I just stopped it after a while. I used it for like a week. I think I used it in December. I bought it during the period I went for the facial, but I didn't use it immediately. I used it, I think, during that December period. I even used it like maybe it was not up to 7 times in the whole month. So that was what made my face light. Yeah. So in January again, I went for another facial on, I think on the 15th. This picture is on the 16th, and it looks like this. So my skin got even more clearer, and I had burns from the facial, but it was a lot clearer, a lot better, a lot smoother than what it used to be. So after that, it got all cleared up, and then there was a whole lot of difference. This was still January, but there was a lot of difference compared to before January. So in February, this was how my skin was. February to, okay, this is still January. Wow, 22nd, and I could remember that this picture was taken after a class I had, and my skin looked like this. No filter, no edit, like not one single thing, and there was no flash. I didn't use a flashlight. It was just natural lighting, and this was how it looked like. So we could tell that my face was already a lot better. Just that I had hyperpigmentation, and my skin was not all that smooth, but I could tell you that the difference was clear.
I hope you can see the stages of the recovery, the dates. It was an actual progress, not like it happened overnight. And most of the videos I watch, as I mentioned earlier, has a lot of product, but I do feel like you just don't jump on any product, because I'm a kind of person, or I used to be a kind of person that when I see this product and someone says, "Oh, it's working," and because I have acne, I'll be like, "Give it to me." Like, I'm buying. I'm not thinking about if it's going to work for me or it's not going to work. Is this working, sis? Okay, pass me some. I remember 2018/2019. I though I was not having a lot of acne, it was just pimple and I was not really comfortable with it. I made some research and I saw this particular brand, and it says it has salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, has this, has that, and fam, I just bought it. I can categorically tell you that this product did not work for me. and I bought it like over $200 then, and it did not work for me. So after that, I was kind of reluctant to try out new product, and I'll be like, how many more products do I have to buy to kill this acne? And it's not even working. So I just gave it a stop. Like I stopped buying anything. I'll be like, oh, let's just use the face liner. Nobody is looking at me. But deep down inside of me, I wanted to treat the acne and have a very good skin. I'm a fan of a very good and clear skin. And I tell people that naturally have this good skin that you don't know what the Lord has done for you. Like there's this friend of mine. She has a flawless skin. She's not even using anything. This auntie does not use more than soap on her face, and she has a very good skin. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to grab on some moisturizer because obviously I can't go out looking all white. Like I'm going to use this moisturizer. It's an oil-free ultra moisturizing lotion with rich salve. I got it from Cost. I don't know if that is how to pronounce it, but this is the product I got from Cost, and it really works well. This is what it looks like. And that should do. One thing about this moisturizer is, or one thing I've also noticed with my face is that when I use a lot of product, I tend to get really oily. So I'm just applying the moisturizer all over my face. Like this is how they would mostly catch me. Except I of course go through the whole morning routine. Like I said earlier, I do not do my morning routine all the time. But this is what the moisturizer looks like, and I just love the way it feels on my skin. I have about four types of moisturizer from because I tend to buy a lot, and this is not the last stage of my skin because I'm still definitely working on it getting better. I say I have black spots, and sometimes I tend to have one or two pimples. So guys, this is going to be the end of this tutorial. If you made it this far, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel and make sure to hit the like button. It will mean a lot to me. Also, if you would like to see my skincare routine, like my morning routine and my night routine, please let me know in the comment section so I can tell you the product I have also been using. I'm not a big fan of putting out products there because I know we don't have the same kind of skin. Like I don't know if it would work for you because not every, like, I have watched the best beauty, the best skin, whatever routine on this platform. I have watched a lot, and most of them. I watched one recently, and the lady just said she uses black soap and she uses moisturizer, and it works for her. So imagine me going to buy that kind of particular black soap and a moisturizer, and then it doesn't work for me. What am I going to say? I might probably think like, oh, she's lying, or oh. But because I have tried a lot of products over time, and I noticed that most of these people just put out products that work for them, and they even put it in their video and says this product works for me and it might not work for you. So I don't advise you going out there to just buy any kind of product. Make your own research. Contact someone that is in that field. Though it sometimes the money can be overwhelming and you feel like, oh, does it really worth spending this much? But fam, this is your face. This is the very first thing people are going to see where they come in contact with you, and they used to say first impression. Like first impression lasts longer or something. If you have makeup on, they be like, oh, the girl is fine, she has makeup on and she's all fine. But after you remove your makeup, what's going to be there? Me, oh, I'm proud of my skin because I've had worse days, and this is, I know it can only get better. It can only get better. Thank you very much for today. I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye.